Welcome to a brand new episode of the Tennis Lifestyle Podcast. I'm Gianluca Sola, your host. Today is Wednesday, the 16th of September. We're right in the middle of the Rome Masters 1000. That has happened straight after the US Open. In today's episode, I speak to, directly from Rome, to Ettore Zito. Ettore is the current coach of Bethanie Mattek-Sands. I think Bethanie Mattek-Sands doesn't need an introduction. She's a very famous tennis player, women's tennis player. She's won multiple Grand Slams in doubles, Olympic gold medalist, and was a former number one in doubles, and I think top 30 in singles. So an exceptional tennis player. As I said, Ettore talks to us from Rome. He talks about the Rome tournament, the atmosphere, the bubble, and all that sort of situation that is happening. He also talks to us, obviously, about his relationship with Bethanie. Very interesting. Ettore was a very good junior tennis player from Italy, in Sicily. And he also decided to go to college in the USA. He played tennis for Middle Tennessee State University. And then he decided after that to go and do a master's at the Grand Canyon University, where he was also an assistant tennis coach. So as I said, he talks to us about his relationship with Bethanie, working with her. Also the situation in Rome and the tournament, and also about his college years and playing tennis and coaching tennis in colleges in the USA. It's a great chat. I'm not too sure, but there was quite a bit of noise during our interview, so I apologize for that. There seems to be, in the hotel where Ettore was staying in the center of Rome, there was some noise, but I didn't think it's that bad. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the interview. That's all from me. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Ettore.
Sì, mi senti?
Sì, but this is in English, Ettore.
Sì.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Are you still in Rome, Ettore?
Yes, I'm still in Rome. I moved out of unfortunately yesterday Bethanie lost, so we decided to move out from the bubble because it's once you lose you have an option to move out, so like to change hotel, but at the same time you have to you can at least like go around the city, you can do something.
Okay.
So we left the tournament hotel, which we cannot enter anymore since we left the bubble. Unless if we want to go back, we have to get tested again. I mean, it's a it's a choice we made because we don't wanna. It doesn't make sense to be there anymore. So at least we can enjoy Rome a little bit, and and nothing. And now we're just gonna be here for a few more days. For just like sightseeing, like doing, I don't know, just having good time. I mean, at least like being able to do something, do some activities, do some like visit the city.
All right, Ettore, before you continue, I just wanted to tell the listeners who you are, obviously. Ettore Zito is a professional tennis coach. As you've just heard there, he's currently working with Bethanie Mattek-Sands. I don't think she probably needs any introduction. She's a top doubles player, former number one, gold medalist, multiple Grand Slam doubles champion, and etc. etc. Also very famous for her tennis off court and as well as on the court. Ettore, also you played college tennis. I noticed for Middle Tennessee State University, where you got a
Yes.
bachelor degree in international studies.
Mm-hmm.
And then you joined Grand Canyon men's and women's tennis program, where you were a graduate assistant, and you basically worked towards an MBA in sports business, and you helped the tennis team with on-court development and recruiting.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, that's just a bit of a background. I'm sure there's a lot more. But now, yeah, now you are in Rome. That's where where we're talking right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we've just heard you've exited the bubble, but for your time there, how was this this bubble, let's say, experience? Was it very strict? How was the atmosphere?
Listen, I agree with the this whole situation. Like, I understand we have to make sacrifice. We have to I understand we need to be careful and need to try to be as safe as possible, wearing masks and distance and everything. But I honestly I am more for we either do it like full, like we either do it really well, we all follow the rules, and like by that I mean, like, for example, the drivers that drive the transportation cars from the hotel to the tennis club, like after their working day they just go home, and we don't know what they do after. Like they can go, I don't know, with friends, and like we don't know. So
I think, sorry, Ettore, I think that was the same thing in New York. I heard that the hotel they were.
I heard in New York was the bubble was way more strict.
Oh, okay.
Because in Rome they actually don't. They highly suggest you to not to leave the bubble. Instead of it's forbidden. So like, for example,
okay.
a few days ago there was a tennis player that lost singles and doubles, so she was out of the tournament, and like she was allowed to leave the bubble, and but she wasn't allowed to come back. Like, once you leave the bubble, you are basically
Out.
done. Like, you are out. Yes. So but she came back, so that's why we were like we were just like outside, drinking a coffee, and we saw her like coming back from dinner, and I was like this is not doesn't seem like very professional.
Doesn't look right.
And then we spoke to WTA, and they told us like she's gonna get fined and everything. But I just don't. I mean, there are a few things that I really disagree on, and honestly, they, of course, like, the tournament does a great job with making sure that you follow the rules and everything. Like, I mean, there are just so many things. I think like one of the biggest reason why we are doing this is for not like actually for like our safety. I mean, of course, like it's a big part of this, but like we do it for like as a show, to show the world, to show everyone, since of course there are a lot of camera on us right now, to show the world like how that we follow the rules, that I don't know, it's mostly like that. Like, I remember yesterday I was watching Bethanie's match, and a guy came to me. I mean, of course stands were completely empty. I was like, I don't know, like 10 feet behind Sofia Kenin's father. I was a few feet away from Justin, Bethany husband, and the guy, and it was just us. And the guy came to me and he's like, "Hey, you have to wear a mask." I'm like, "Listen, like it's open space. Like we're far from each other. We basically live with each other. Like we spend time with each
Yes.
other. Like it's not that I'm like next to the
You're
ball
being
guys."
responsible.
Yes, like they were.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't. I'm always
Yeah.
responsible. Like when we are all in like closed space, like indoor areas. Like you, okay, like it's fine to wear a mask because there's like people gathering, and like, but at the
But
same time,
but
all these people that are in that environment, we get tested like every 5 days.
okay.
So we
But
basically, we're not leaving the bubble, but at the same, but we get tested every 5 days. So I'm pretty sure like
mm,
we are pretty healthy, and
okay.
it's a safe
Yeah.
environment. So I don't know.
But just to understand, Ettore, just to make everybody understand, with the Rome Masters, basically every player and his team is in one hotel, and they stay
Um,
in that hotel, and then they drive to the Foro
we
Italico, and
no,
then
we
you
are.
drive back, or how does that work?
So we're they separated men's and women's this year. So the ladies are in one hotel, and the guys are in another hotel. And
Okay,
and there's a transportation service with like machine cars provided by the tournament that you book, and basically whenever you want you go
okay.
from the tennis club to the hotel, and vice versa.
But you're not
So
allowed anywhere else, obviously. It's just
no,
those two. Okay,
no, at all. Like these are the only two places you
okay.
can go in the bubble, because like
Can
basically
players decide to stay in their own hotel accommodation, or must it be
absolutely
that hotel?
no, absolutely not.
Okay,
We That's what we used to do with Bethany. That's what we did in the past. But and that's what we're doing now basically, because like honestly, for um, price reasons also, it's always, mostly when you bring your team, it's always good for players to rent almost an apartment, because
mm,
hotel rooms are expensive unless it's the
yeah,
player with the coach. I mean player and coach, and they sleep in the same
okay,
room. It's one thing, but like when there's like a team and you need more than a room, it becomes pretty expensive for the players. So it's much,
yes,
and players much rather rent an apartment so you can have everyone there, and it's more, you have more
okay,
space, and more space for yourself. But unfortunately,
yeah,
this is the situation this year. So we are adapting still, and hopefully soon we'll be back to normality.
yeah. And tell me, Rome, the tournament. I'm sure you've been there many times before. This year, with no spectators, how is the? It must
Oh,
feel quite surreal, quite
it,
strange to walk around the empty stands and.
it really is. It's I don't know. It's very
Is it
different
better?
because no, definitely
Worse?
not.
No.
It's definitely not better, because for mostly
Okay.
for the players. I mean, for coaches, like, I mean, the only good thing for players is that if you want to watch a specific match, like, you have the whole stadium for yourself, so
Yes.
you can choose your seat, and you can enjoy the match. But at the same time, of course, players would rather have people in the stands cheering for
Yeah.
them, mostly the Italians. And I understand also that, like, I mean, Italians that are actually doing really good this year. Yesterday they
Yes.
had like three really good wins.
I saw
But
that. Yeah.
I think it's a good thing for the environment to have people for the Italian player, but at the same time, it's kind of like being it's still in Rome, but in an empty stadium, kind of like relieves some pressure. Because of course, like playing in front of thousand of people, it's as an Italian in Rome, it's I don't know, it's a little bit more stressful.
Yes.
But again, in general, like it's definitely not the environment a tennis player
Yes.
dreams to play in.
To play in.
It's,
Yeah.
you see this huge center court completely empty, and you
Yeah.
wonder, like, I mean, we probably could do something better, like, I don't know, even like filling up a little bit, like still keeping the distance, but filling up a little bit. I don't know,
Okay.
but we'll see how
Yeah.
it evolves in the next few months.
Going back to the tennis, you obviously are there with Bethanie, and she played doubles with Sofia Kenin.
Yes.
Is that the first time they played together?
No. Bethany played with Sofia um, already in Beijing last year.
Okay.
And they won the tournament.
Okay.
I think that, I don't remember if that was the first time they played together, but it's they already played, and Bethany's member of the United States Fed Cup, so they also played the playoff for Fed Cup last year.
Okay.
This year in February, and
Is it the first time? Sorry. Yeah.
yes, they played together and they clinched the win
Okay.
to win against Latvia. So they've been playing together for a little bit, and now they played together at the beginning of the season in Doha or Dubai. I don't remember, one of the two tournaments, and now they played Rome, and now hopefully we'll have a better run in Paris, Roland Garros.
Okay. Is it did you get, is it the first time you trained with, also did she join your training session, Sophia, or has she done that before with you, or?
Well, like mm, I mean, we had like a practice together, and
Okay.
yeah, I mean, she travels with her dad. She's been traveling with her dad for basically all her life. So
Okay. Yeah.
we have a one session with her, and it
Okay.
was good. I mean,
Nice.
she's a great player. She's really nice. She's young, so it's
Mm.
easy to talk to her. It's easy to relate with her. Her dad is super nice. So like, he's they're kind of they are like um, basically they're Russian. She just has the American nationality, but she's born in Russia. So
Yeah.
we talked about that, and like, but in general, like, it's like really good people. Like, it's fun to be around them, and I hope, like, with this relationship with them will continue.
Okay. Ettore, now just going back, tell us about your tennis journey, just briefly. When did you start with tennis? How young? And then, like, your journey and your college, and how you ended up working with Bethanie.
Yeah. So I started playing tennis pretty late. I mean, my dad used to be a professional football player, and so, like, like in Italy, basically, I think everyone starts with football as a first sport. I mean, I did a lot of sports in my life, but like, I thought I was gonna be a soccer player, football player. But then I, just for fun, I started playing tennis, and in a few years, because since I'm really competitive, I I started like became like a little bit better, like every month, and until like I wanted to play some tournaments, and then I decided, I was like, yeah, it can be my sport. Mostly because I thought, I remember, like, as soon as I won my first tournament in soccer, I was like, we celebrated and everything, and they didn't give me anything. Like, the the team kept the cup, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. And in tennis, then like first time I won, I was like had like my cup. It was like kind of like all eyes on me. So I was like, I think I like this a little bit better. But of course, it's I chose tennis mostly because I didn't wanna, I think in soccer you have to also be really lucky, and like I wanted my future to depend on me. So in tennis, basically, if you're a good player, you're gonna make it. Like there's no shortcut. Like you're gonna win tournaments. You're gonna. I mean, you have to have, of course, like a good financial, good financial resources. But if you are a good player, you're gonna make it. You're gonna find sponsor. Like someone is gonna help you. And but yeah, so I played, like I got better and better. And then I was basically battling with Cecchinato for Sicilian titles.
I was going to say, because you're from Sicily, so
exactly. So I was basically me, Marco Cecchinato, and Salvo Caruso, that yesterday won.
Which are all doing very well. Yesterday they had some fantastic wins.
Yeah. We are all Sicilian, all from all basic, like from, we all have the same age, like I'm 91, like they're 92, so we used to compete against each other a lot. And so I became pretty good, like like a Sicilian level, like beating all these guys. And so I decided, well, like I'm just gonna play. So I started playing a little bit more ITFs, more internationally, and I got up to 300 in the world under 18. And then and I had like few ATP points, and like I remember, I think my ranking was around 1500 or something. And then I decided to go. I mean, my parents always gave a lot of importance to school, and they never wanted me to drop or to do, like, they wanted me to finish high school,
full-time tennis.
And then make a decision. So I mean, I was already in the moment where, I mean, because in Italy we don't have the system that they have in the United States, where you can basically balance school and sport, and you can do it in one university. So I was a little bit panicking, because I knew I had to make a choice soon in between tennis and school. And then I received this call by Jimmy Borendame, that is the head coach at Middle Tennessee State University, and he actually emailed me. And honestly, I thought it was like a scam at the beginning, because it would look too good. Like I was like it's called like a free school, like almost free school. Like he showed me all the pictures. It's like unbelievable facilities, and
so they got hold of you. You weren't somebody who went and in the look. I mean, applied to many schools, colleges.
Yes, I because I had a little bit of visibility. Like I was 300 ITFs, and I had some ATP points. It was easier for coaches to find me. But like otherwise it's a little bit tougher, because mostly if you play nationally in your own country, you need to try to find, like, to gain some like visibility, like playing internationally, getting now, like UTR ranking didn't exist back then, so it was a little bit tougher than now. But but yeah, I got this email, and I was like, it looked like one of those lotteries emails that they tell you, like, hey, you won the lottery or something, and you're like, nah, like, and like put it in the bin.
So you nearly deleted it.
I almost do that. And then I spoke to my uncle, and he was like, I don't know, he believed in it. I don't know how. And back then there were many people that were doing this experience, so it was hard for me to ask people, ask around, like, this is true, this is. Anyways, I just, I did all the. I took 1 year and did all the English test, and I went to school. Um, and yeah, I did 4 years.
Okay.
I played 4 years for the school. Got my
Okay.
degree, and then after my undergrad, I was debating if I wanted to like keep playing. Actually, like starting to traveling, like playing pro, or starting working, or getting a position as a graduate assistant. So basically having my master paid, and but coaching at the same time. So
Yes. Okay.
I decided to do this last one, and
And that was at the Grand Canyon.
there was that's where I got hired by Grand Canyon University in Phoenix.
In Phoenix. Yeah.
And yeah, I started there. It was really good. Like I honestly, like I got a little bit lucky because they already filled up. Even sometimes, when they put the position out there, when they put the like on the website, sometimes they'd have to do it, but they already have someone. And in that case, they already did. But then something happened with the person that they hired, and they contacted me right away. um, and yeah, I couldn't refuse. I couldn't say no, and so I was also pretty lucky, because then this is the basically what brought me to Bethany, because
Okay.
she lives in Phoenix, and so like while I was coaching
So
at the university and studying, uh, I got in contact with her coach, with her former coach, and we start talking, and I started with her as a sparring partner, hitting
okay.
coach, and yeah, everything started from there. Like we start
Started
working.
from there.
Yeah, we
So
start.
sorry, Ettore. Sorry to interrupt you. There seems to be a sound or something in the
Yes, there is a
background. I don't
sound because
know.
they are they're doing work next to the apartment, and I don't know where to go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, we'll
Maybe
try our best.
let's see if I can if
Okay,
I can
but
find another. But like it's really, I don't know, it's annoying.
anyway, no worries. So
Yeah.
that's how you got hold of her, and obviously started as a hitting partner, and what after you finished your masters, did you go directly straight working with her, with Bethany?
I no I after grad school, I started to work um, as an assistant coach at Arizona State University, still in Phoenix, in Tempe. I
Oh,
worked
okay.
there for a semester, because that was part of my OPT. That is basically an extension of your visa for 1 more year after you finish your studies. Because in the US, it's a little bit complicated to stay as a foreign.
Okay.
So I applied for that again, an extension, and for that semester I worked ASU. Then I decided to go home, and I spent a few months at home. I was playing a little bit, and yeah, and that summer I received the call from Bethany had some issues, of course. Like I don't know if probably every tennis fan remembers her injury in Wimbledon in
Mm.
2017, where she broke her knee. And
Yeah.
that was that it took a while for to get back from that one, and then she had another injury, another surgery in her knee. So first few years like were a little bit tough, 2017, 18, and mostly beginning of 19 she had this other surgery. um so after this year, when she came back from the second knee surgery, she got a hold of me, and we started working in Wimbledon, and
Okay.
then after that, like we stayed in contact, and then from like last year, we started full time doing the preseason training in Phoenix, and then and then basically last year we from March to June we spent the lockdown together because
This year, yeah.
yeah, this year, like all
This year.
the lockdown,
Yeah.
we did it together. So we get to practice a lot. We get to work on a lot of things.
Okay.
And but yeah, it
That's
was
what I
fun.
wanted to ask you. What is it, sort of a typical training day for? I mean, she obviously practices mostly for her doubles. What would be the typical training day
Um,
if you have to break it down?
we actually don't practice much doubles.
Okay.
Her goal is still going playing singles again. I mean, last year, like this year, beginning of the year, she had two good wins over Tomljanovic and Flipkens in Doha.
Yes.
I mean, her singles is still pretty good. Like she can still like play pretty good singles, and I'm sure. I believe in this. Like, I believe I'm the first one that says, "Listen, like, we need to. I want to know from you, and you have to be like super. You just have to tell me the truth. Like, I want to know if you believe you can play. But like, believe doesn't mean like it means like you are the only one that knows that." So she was like, "Yeah, no, I totally believe I can." And so like now we are working a little bit on her movements on the court, because of course like it takes, we need to start moving as a singles player again. um,
Yeah.
and we're doing a lot of I mean, during the lockdown we just worked on singles.
Okay.
We've never done any, yeah, we've done volleys and things, but never like
Okay.
like
That's it. That's interesting because everybody, I think, maybe associates her with her doubles,
yes,
obviously because
exactly.
she won so much in doubles. But
Yeah, no,
interesting that she's working on her singles. Yeah. Yeah.
she's, of course everyone, because she got to number one in doubles,
Yeah.
so I mean it's easier to associate her with doubles, but in singles she got to number 30. So I don't think it's an impossible goal. It's just like a
Yes.
matter of doing the right things, working on the right things, being mentally fresh and mentally, like in a good place
Yeah.
mentally. And honestly, everything is achievable. Like there's nothing, the age doesn't really count, because like she had a lot of unfortunately she had a few injuries, so like she hasn't played a few years, so she's, those years like will for sure,
Okay.
those years that she didn't play, like they, she can use them, later
Yeah.
in her career.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
we'll see. It's and honestly, we're ready. There's still Paris going on. Maybe we'll see if we can go
Okay.
to Czech Republic for another tournament after 2 weeks after Paris, and then we're ready looking forward to, work toward next year, because it's
Yes.
even though we still don't know what's gonna happen, like how tournaments are gonna be arranged. But we definitely need to prepare, and we want to be ready for that.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, just going back to your college coaching days, would you say that assistant coaching in a college, did that help you very much? Was it a good learning experience to become a coach?
Yes, it definitely helped me with relationships. It definitely helped me with managing relationship managing, and I have to be honest. Like in college, I either at GCU and at ASU, I worked with the women's tennis team. So
Okay.
it helped me now. It helps me now with Bethany,
Yes.
because coaching women's is a little bit different than men's. Like you have to choose the right words, and be able
Yeah.
to touch the right chords in their mind. So like and if you do that, like it's easier than with guys. So
Yes.
I learned to do that at GCU first and ASU after. Dealing with different people, it's more challenging in college because you have a team of 8 to 12
Yeah.
people that you have to put together, and you have to deal with, and you have to like make sure everyone is happy, and they're all different. So like you basically have to say, okay, oh yeah, so like I with her I have to act like this, with there I have to act like that. So it's all
Okay.
different people, and like you have to treat everyone the best way for them to perform their best.
Sure.
So
Another question. You were involved in the recruiting, I think, of student athletes.
yes.
For you, what do you? I'm just personally interested in this because I've also got two boys. But what do you look at when you recruit a student athlete?
I look. I mean, honestly, the last thing I look at is the video, the
Okay.
the videos that a lot of these players make, because I've seen a lot of videos that show me one player, and then on the court there was another player.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely helps to have an idea of
Yes.
what you are getting, and if you have a preference, it definitely helps. Like if you want like a lefty that serves in volley, that is a good, like you can get an idea.
Yeah.
But first thing I looked, of course, are results. Um, Results, I think,
Okay.
speak for themselves. Like you don't, I mean, like results, and I try to find like video of their matches, or I ask for them to record a video um, um, of a tournament, in a tournament, because I
Okay.
want to see him under pressure. I don't want to. I want to see like different things,
Yeah. That's quite
but
a
results
smart thing.
for sure, yes, like for sure, results is a big thing. And honestly, I care a lot about their personality. Like I think that goes a lot with results. Like I think
Mm.
I one thing like what makes teams successful is having the right people in a team. Like it can be a
Okay.
worse player with a really good personality. It can help much better than a good player
Yeah.
with a worse personality. So
Okay. That's
I,
very interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
it's a matter of um, matching personalities in a team. Like a lot of times, you can find schools that are like they look made to win easily the title,
Mm.
but they don't, because they just don't have the right
They
personalities
don't
in the
gel.
team. They don't have the leaders. They don't have
Okay.
someone that speaks up, someone that can, they don't
Yeah.
um, they
Yeah.
don't
They don't
help
work
each other.
together
They
well.
don't they
Yeah.
don't they,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
basically becomes a medley at one point. It has to become a medley. Like everyone has to do things for each other. Like, and that's
Mm.
when you create that spirit. It's like the win is guaranteed. Even if you don't have the best team, even if there are other teams out there that are better than you, you're still gonna be able to perform much better than other teams, much better at a
Okay.
higher level than teams that are built that on the paper are better.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Listen, Ettore, yeah, I just want just a few more questions. What are your plans now for the future? Are you going to remain in the coaching, tennis professional coaching, or
Well, like
what's
right now, yes. Right now, I'm with Bethany, so I'm I'd say all in this. Like I mean, it's super fun with her. Until like she's motivated happy to be on the court and happy to do her job, to do what she does like every day. I will be super happy to work with her, and this is the case right now. Like we are super motivated like every day. Like today we are already going back to the court and play and practice.
Okay.
So like I really like what I'm doing right now. Of course, the future, mostly in this world, is always uncertain, because you, unfortunately, even like when I speak about results, that's what players look for, and if they don't come, everything gets a little bit bad, a little bit tougher.
It should be very fun with her, because she seems like a very fun personality, bubbly. I saw on Instagram just a few days ago, I think you were in Rome, in the
Yes.
hotel, all of you with a tequila shot or something. Is that right?
That was wine. There was wine.
Oh, was it wine? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
It was like a rosé. Yeah, no, we
Because she likes her food, eh? She likes food,
yes,
and
like that's one of the things. That's why, like it's in this period is a little bit tougher for certain players, because players like her like to kind of like leave the tournament. There are some players that mostly like juniors, like younger players, that actually like this. They like to stay in quarantine. They like to they like to be like closed in their room, and like have time alone, and
yes,
Bethany doesn't. Like she likes to like visit the city. She likes to go around,
go out.
have a good meal, and so that's why yesterday was a little bit relieving, because we got to do things finally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, she's great to be around. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very, and that's what I always say. Like there's like no money by happiness.
Yes.
When you're happy around someone, when you're in a happy situation, there's nothing that counts more than that, and that's why mostly I do it with her, because it's super fun to be around. She just like, I don't know, she's just like super easy to talk to, and honestly, she makes possibly stressful work. She makes it pretty easy and simple, and yeah, she definitely helps.
That's important. Yeah. Final thing, Ettore, you're Italian, and well, also I am.
Yes.
What do you think of the state of Italian tennis? I will tell you my opinion. I think it seems to me, after many, many years, it's going in the right direction. We have like 2 top 10. Well, Fognini might be 11 or 12 now, but we have Berrettini, Fognini. We have a huge amount of players in the top 100, top 200. I think one of the nations with the most. But I think above all, we have some young players that look amazing. I mean, Sinner, obviously everyone talks about Sinner. And then also Musetti. I'm actually more impressed with Musetti than Sinner. Obviously, yesterday he did an amazing match. He beat Wawrinka.
Yes.
But I don't know. What's your opinion?
No, I mean, I think that as everything in sport, like there are moments in each movement. Like I remember like a few years ago, we had very important results with the girls, with Schiavone, Vinci, Pennetta, and Errani. There were like 4 or 5 girls that were like seriously that made the history for the Italian tennis. They won Fed Cup 3 times. I mean, like they couldn't do better than what they've done. They won slams in singles, in doubles. I mean, anything. Then now, like we're suffering on that side a little bit,
On the women's,
on the women's side, but we are doing really well on the men's side. while we were suffering on the men's side for a few years.
Yes.
But the men's are like, I don't know, like I feel like every once in a while you hear a new name coming out, like it's like coming from behind in the ranking. You hear like, oh, did you hear about this guy? Like he's amazing, and then he has like an unbelievable win. I mean, Musetti was already a really good player.
Yes.
Of course, Rome is a great place to, to kind of like get some popularity, because you play unbelievable players in like Wawrinka in your own, basically in the biggest tournament of your country. So it's easier for
Yeah.
these guys to stay motivated and to do their best. I always think like these guys, like these like Musetti, Sinner, they love like big tournaments, because those are the tournaments that motivate everyone a little bit more, and where you can see the real skills, abilities of these guys, the real value. And so yeah, I mean, the movement is growing, and I mean, these guys like Musetti and Sinner are the two youngest ones, and for sure they're gonna do better and better. I mean, Sinner is the one that impresses me the most, because he's already super mature. He acts like he's like what, 18 or something, and he acts like a
Yeah.
like a veteran,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
a 30 years old, and like he.
Did you see that match he played against Benoit Paire?
No, I didn't get to
It
see
was
it.
crazy. It was
Yes,
crazy.
yes. But
Yeah.
in general, like I think there's like good, even Berrettini. Berrettini is pretty young too. So like
Yeah.
it's a lot of interesting guys. Salvatore, Caruso,
Yeah.
Cecchinato. We are all like under 30.
Yeah.
So I mean, like there
Yeah.
are a lot of years of good tennis coming up for the Italians. So
Mm.
hopefully they
Yeah.
will, tennis scene is never, you're never sure about anything like ranking wise. It's always an every week is an opportunity, but um, trust me, it's not easy at all to stay up
Yeah.
there for a long time. So like you
Sure.
have to earn the ranking every week, and you always have to be professional and do your best in order to stay there.
Okay. Okay, Ettore, thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
I have something else. If you've got a few, like another 5 minutes or so,
Yes,
I have
sure.
something that is called my mega rapid fire questions.
Yes.
So I'm going to throw you a lot of questions, and you can answer whatever you want, but in one word or in 2 words, very
Yes.
briefly. Okay, are you ready?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. What is your very first memory of tennis?
Mm, just like my club in Sicily, playing with friends for fun.
Okay. Define to us what type of player you are for somebody who's never seen you.
I'm an aggressive baseliner.
Okay.
I like
Is
to
there
grind. Grind, but
is there
that's
a
it.
professional player that you say would be similar to you, that you resemble a bit?
I I used to like David Ferrer when I was a kid. I used to like Leighton Hewitt. These two are
Okay.
my.
But I mean, so they were more similar playing style to you, those
Yes,
players.
like I mostly like
Okay.
their character, like their personality on the court.
Okay. What is your best shot?
Backhand.
Backhand. Okay.
Yes.
Currently, any favorite male or female player that you really like watching?
Um. Well, on the male side, I really enjoy Berrettini actually. I think I don't know, maybe because he's Italian, he's just like really good, and I love his forehand. And on the women's side, I would say I like Andreescu. She's really
Okay.
explosive physically. Like, I like the way she moves on the court.
Okay. List the big three, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, from your favorite to your least favorite.
This is a killer question. I mean, it's really hard. I would say Roj, Rafa, Djoko.
Okay. Best tournament in the world for you?
Wimbledon.
What's your favorite surface?
Clay.
Court surface. Clay. Have you ever had a favorite best pair of tennis shoes?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Favorite pair of tennis shoes. Have you ever had one?
I did. I mean, I love Asics. I think they're great for clay. Yeah, I mean, I used to play in college with Nike, and actually didn't mind those. But for sure, Asics.
Okay. What strings and tension do you use?
I use Solinco. It's Solinco Hyper G. It's a green string. It's 130 diameter, and I usually strings are like 20, 22, 21, depends on the conditions.
Okay. Right. Have you got an all-time favorite racket, tennis racket?
I will never change my Pure Drive.
Okay.
I play with that for now, I would say, like, my all career, like from the first one to the last model.
The last model.
Yeah.
Okay. Best tennis club or complex you have ever been to?
Oh, this is another tough one. I would say Rome. I like the tournament. I like the site here in Roma.
Okay. You'll like this one. You have to book a restaurant and you can invite only 3 players. It can be male, female, of any era. Which restaurant and players do you invite? Which restaurant do you go to and players?
I might do some Brazilian steakhouse, some churrasco, and players. I don't know. I would probably invite Bethany.
Okay.
And for sure, I would invite Roger. And the third one, I would say Hewitt.
Okay, that's an interesting mix.
Yeah.
Right. So you're a steak. You're a steak person.
I'm a food person. I am 360 degrees food passionate. So, like, I'm Sicilian, so I eat a lot of seafood. A lot of meat, and I just like everything. I like to taste everything.
Do you like cooking?
I do like cooking, yes. It's
specialty. What is your special dish?
Lasagna.
I
like lasagna, and I make a pretty good tiramisu, I think, as a dessert. So
okay.
Yes.
Favorite pizza?
Just, I would say eggplant, like Parmigiana. It's with eggplant and eggs, and that's my go-to.
Pizza. Tea or coffee? I think this is pretty obvious. Yeah. It can only be coffee.
Coffee.
Favorite band or artist? Music band or artist?
That's a tough one. I would say Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, that's a good one. Do you have a movie that you really your favorite, or that you've seen many times?
Well, like, one movie that I could watch, I probably watched 30 times, was Wedding Crashers. Makes me laugh every time I watch it. Makes me die every time I watch it. But I mean, there are just like tons of movies that, like, I would rewatch, and it's just hard to choose.
Are you a TV series type of guy? You watch a lot of these
Um,
series.
it depends. Like I'm actually not, but I watch some like Prison Break.
Okay, all right. And do you have any hobbies that are a bit strange or unusual?
Hobbies. I like to cut the grass of my house back home.
Is that a hobby?
I love it. Like I would do it like 4 times a week.
Really?
I
Okay.
actually like to keep the grass pretty like in a good state. Like I kind of I think gardening is a hobby I have.
Okay.
It's one of
Ah,
like the biggest ones.
interesting. Choose sea, city, mountain, or countryside.
What were the first two?
City, sea, mountain, or countryside.
See.
Sea.
Mhm.
Sicily has to be sea.
I would honestly I
Uh,
I like the sea, but at the same time I'm craving to go on like a mountain or a countryside vacation. But if I have to
mm,
choose, if I would have like spent the same amount of time in all three, I would say sea.
sea. Okay. Are you superstitious? A lot of tennis players are superstitious. Are you
Uh, I wouldn't
superstitious?
I wouldn't say I am. I have my rituals, but I nothing nothing super
Nothing crazy.
crazy.
Okay.
Sometimes I just wear the same outfit. If I win, I just wash it and wear it like for for the whole tournament.
Okay.
That's one of
Uh,
the
fa-
things.
yeah. Sorry. Okay. Favorite country? It can't be your home country. Can't be Italy.
Hmm. Very country. Oh, really good question. Let's say I like England. I mean, I like London. I like that
Ah.
kind of environment. Yes.
Okay. So the city. Okay.
Yeah.
What other sports do you enjoy, either watching or playing? Is there another sport you are?
You said what other sport?
Yeah. What other
Oh,
sports?
I mean, of course, football.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean,
Which team do you support?
I support Juventus.
Oh,
Uh,
that's not very good. Okay.
but I like Formula One. I watch Formula One
Okay.
a lot. I'm a Ferrari fan, and
Which is not a very good moment right now, but anyway,
not
yeah,
at all.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a big struggle, and I like water polo actually. It's
Ah,
played like a lot in my city, and
okay.
what comes on my mind. Yeah, I mean, yeah, tennis of
Mm,
course.
tennis.
But one interesting thing is that probably I like to watch football more than tennis.
Okay.
Just
Uh,
watching on the television.
on the TV, yeah.
Yeah.
Is tennis, would you say, the most difficult sport in the world, in your opinion?
Uh, no, I don't think so. I think there are a lot
Yeah.
of. I mean, what do you mean for typical?
No, no. Is it the most difficult?
Oh, difficult.
Difficult.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, difficult. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, there are a lot of like it depends on first of all depends on what you mean by difficult, like physically difficult, mentally.
Well, if you have to combine every aspect of a sport,
I think it's if it's not the most difficult, it's definitely top three because
okay.
I would say biking is pretty tough, but a lot of sports are repetitive. You take care of the technique, and there's not much room for work. In tennis is just like the sport of the devil. You just have to. It's you go from winning to losing in a minute. Like you go
Yeah,
from match point for you to match point against you in a minute. So I
yeah.
don't think that can happen in any sport.
What will tennis look like in 2050, 30 years from now?
Oh,
How will it?
I hope differently. I hope there will be. I mean, this would have been a good year, honestly, to make some changes, some major changes. By the way, these questions are really hard to answer with one word.
No, but it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay.
I like to talk. That's my thing. It could have been a good year to make some major changes in general, like in the history of for tennis. It's
No, but I mean, in 30 years' time, do you think it will be super quick? Will they have to change a few rules?
I don't think there will be major changes, honestly, because what I was saying is, like, if we didn't make major changes this year, that it's been a really good year to make changes since we stopped a lot.
Okay.
I see it really difficult for that to happen in the future unless something similar happens. Hopefully not, but
okay.
I hope yes.
All right.
I hope there will be some changes, and tennis will be
example. What is a change you would like to see now? Just one change.
I would like to create a unique brand for both men's and women's. Right now, one of the problems of tennis is that WTA and ATP are not as strong as brands, as they're not even as strong as Wimbledon brand of Paris or Roland Garros. Those brands are known more than ATP and WTA.
Yes.
So since that happened, I would create one brand then, that's unique.
I agree.
Like just one for both, and trying to make it really strong and
promote tennis,
promote it well, and make it strong, so like it can grow and it can bring financially good things for tennis, because right now like there are a lot of things that don't really there are a lot of money in tennis. It's just like it's really hard to invest in that in it because of the rules and everything. So
okay, we're finished. There's one more. I call it the super tie break. It's 10 questions, and you have to complete the perfect all-time player. It can be male or female, any era. So serve,
I would say let me say Karlovic.
return,
Djokovic.
forehand.
Can I choose the same player more than once?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Anyone.
Forehand, Del Potro.
Backhand.
Backhand, I'll go with David Nalbandian.
Okay. Volley.
Volley. Roger.
Yeah. Drop shot.
Drop shot is such a I don't know many players using drop shot nowadays. Cecchinato has a really good drop
I was just going to say to you, I thought Cecchinato. Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of drop shot. But I would say Cecchinato.
Okay. Movement.
Movement. I mean, everyone moves well. Djokovic. Yes.
He comes up a lot in movement. Mentality.
Rafa.
Rafa is like, I think, 100% when I ask mentality.
Yes, I mean it's. I mean, honestly, we could like all these three, except like some things you could just tell me like you pick one of the three. Pick one of between Roger and Djokovic because
Well, it's like return.
honestly,
I think the return is like 99% Djokovic.
no, for sure. But
That's it.
I think mentality. Yeah, they're really good. They're better than others because of what they've done and everything. But I think every tennis player, if you got to that level, every tennis player is mentally super strong. Like to play tennis at that level, you have to be like I mean, you can play this game with strokes and everything, but mentality is like everyone is really really good mentally. Like everyone has to be really good in order to be there.
Last two, feel touch.
Ooh, touch. Benoit Paire.
Okay. And last one, personality, on court, off court, doesn't matter.
I mean, I wish I had more time to think, but because
That's fine.
because it's there are some personalities of the court that don't come to my mind, but I like Monfils.
Monfils. I actually thought you might say Bethany for this one.
Well, I thought it was a man's. Like we can do it from the women's side if you want.
No, it's fine. Okay, that's all. I end with probably a question you already know because it's from an Italian journalist. But ask yourself a question and answer it. It doesn't have to be serious. It can be anything.
I would say, how do you manage moments in a season? I think a really important thing to for a relationship with a player to keep going, to never get burnt is trying to create an empathy with the player. And every week, of course, the season is long, and it's really hard to be on top every week. It's almost impossible, and it's important. The biggest thing for a coach is not working on forehand or backhand, or that's secondary. The biggest thing is keep the player, the communication with the player is it's fundamental, and communication in general with it's the most important thing. The way you make the player perceive things, the word you choose, and everything, and that's important for the quality of the season that you're gonna have. If one of these things is gonna start missing, and that's probably the biggest reason why players and coaches split up and decide not to work together anymore, because there start to be a lack of communication, or is never good enough. So I would say it's important to know when to speak, when to not speak, and basically every day you have to kind of calculate your moves with your player. And you have to think.
It's like a chess game.
Exactly, you have to put yourself in their mind. And try to think, okay, what would he like me to say today? What, even though it's not what you're thinking, but sometimes you have to say the right thing. Sometimes you have to say what you're really thinking. Sometimes you have to say what he wants to know, or he wants to hear. It's a really thin line, and I think it's really interesting because I see a lot of people that put it on the skill, how good the coach is. A lot of people, it's unbelievable because he can he knows these drills, he knows that, but that's not that's not what really
The most
matters. The
important
most
thing.
important
Yeah.
thing are
Yeah.
the little things that the
Okay.
players notice and appreciate and really create. Those things are the ones that really create a bond with the coach.
Mm.
I I pull up the example of Salvatore Caruso, since I know him and I know his coach Paolo. He that used to be my coach as well.
Okay.
Around like more than 10 years ago. Uh, Paolo is a great communicator. He's an unbelievable communicator. He's a really good coach on the court. And they had up and downs with Salvo, like a lot of times, like a lot of mostly with people, like people talk a lot. So you know, Salvo probably heard, "Why are you still with Paolo? Why are you when you're wasting your time? Why don't you go with a known coach?" And he probably felt there was something good with Paolo. There was something. There was like a connection that the connection he really needed. Um, to be able to perform, and he knew that it wasn't Paulo's fault, but it was just Salvo's. Like it was his fault, and he was the one that had to make the adjustment or listening more, and that's why I really
Yeah.
admire them as a team, because they've been together for, I would say now, like 8 years, 9 years, and
Okay.
and it's never been always roses and flowers. It's
Yeah.
always like it's
Yeah.
been it's been a roller coaster. And
Yeah.
when you stay together in the tough moments because you really believe in what you're doing, it's a thing that probably should be appreciated
Makes you
the most.
stronger. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ettore, that was, and today they are playing. I'm looking forward to see Salvatore, and there's some good matches.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming on the show. I think it's been an hour, so much more than what I.
No, I mean, it's really,
But
it's always a pleasure about talking about
but
tennis and everything in general. Like
yeah,
the overall situation. It's
yeah. Yeah, no, I really, really appreciate it. You are you've got so much information and very interesting, topics and things to discuss. So it was very nice. Also, I learned quite a few new things.
yeah.
And yeah, no, yeah, say hello to Bethany.
Yes, I
Maybe
will.
tell her that she must also come listen to this hour and come on my show.
No, for sure. I'll suggest her. I mean, we will be in Sicily next week. Actually, like in 2 days, so we will have more time. But we for sure I'll tell her, and maybe we can organize something again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, and you're going back to Sicily, which I think I told you in our phone call before that is my favorite place in the world. So
Oh,
you
okay.
might find me there someday when I retire.
Okay. Well, for sure. I mean, all I can do is giving you good feedback about the players. I mean, Sicily is just it's just like, unfortunately, has a tough past, but mostly because of, like, I don't know, just like what people say about, like, mafia and things. But like, it's a beautiful it's really a
Yeah,
beautiful place.
stereotyped, but yeah.
And it's and I mean, I suggest everyone to go, because it's Bethany's coming back. We already been to Sicily, and she loved it. Like, her and Justin loved it. So it's
Okay. She's
definitely, like, I think uh, her opinion counts. So I will.
okay. 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 Thank you, Ettore. It was really nice talking to you.
It was good to.
Ch-
It was good talking to you, and thanks for having me, and like making me feel
Sure.
like this. I mean, I sorry if I if I spoke too soft, but because it's early here and everyone is sleeping, so I don't want to.
No.
I don't want
No,
to
no,
cause
it's
any
perfect.
early wake up for like. Thanks again for letting me. Hopefully, like my insights were appreciated.
No, very much. Okay, thank you, Ettore.
All right.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Thank you.